So the history of an entire family and all their artistic endeavors, especially a family like the Gaggs, if you're familiar at all with them, they were all artists in their own way. And so it's really hard to tell that story completely all the time. And because they had done so much throughout their lives, we decided it would be better to really take one aspect of the Gag family each year and kind of dig a little deeper into it.
Well, let's start with a very simple word that would have described the process, and that is slow, glacial, tedious. Any one of those words would fit because, as I explained to a group of school students today, we can now simply pull a cell phone out of our pocket, hit click, and within seconds spread that image around the world. That simply wasn't how photographers in the 19th century plied their trade. They would have had to have taken the time to set your subject. They would have had to have taken the time to expose the subject onto the negative, and then develop the negative, and then print the image, all of which took a tremendous amount of time. Sometimes, depending on your light levels, you could make a subject sit for up to a minute and a half. Very different from the look, click, done, off around the world it goes.
Anton Gag really was truly a working artist. He took art lessons as often as he could, but he never really fulfilled the education like an artist over in Europe would have. And so he really had a desire to be a painter. And he looked to photography not so much as a desire or a passion like his art painting was, but it was utility. Photographers nowadays are more viewed as artists, but at that time it was more of a craft.
Here's what I say about all good photographers, and I count Anton Gag in as a good photographer based on the work I've seen. A good photographer is an artist, and you can see the artistry in a couple of different ways. Number one, how he posed people. Number two, how he'd have them stand, how he'd have them sit. His images weren't the typical images. They had a nice flair to them that you didn't often see in other photographers from his time, and so that artistic background that he had really shines through in that. There's no question about it.